do you go from here? What are you going to do with all that imagination of yours? The journey starts here. This little baby is only the tip of the iceberg. The story continues with the arrival of the Sega Mega CD. Imagine a machine with over 500 megabytes of power, used only for games play. 2 16-bit processors and enough capacity to use real film imagery and CD quality sound. Add a Mega CD and turn your Mega Drive into a monster. When you bought that Mega Drive, you bought your ticket to ride. Blow your mind with the ultimate peripheral to your Mega Drive. Only the Mega CD can give you such awesome games play. I am your passport to the future,
Greetings collectors and welcome to today's retro gaming episode. Now usually I'd be bringing you a bit of a show and tell of a retro game from my collection. I thought I'd switch things up a bit this week though and talk about a mysterious promotional item from Sega. Today I'd like to share with you the legendary black label Sega Mega CD VHS. On December 12th, 1991, the Sega Mega CD was launched in Japan, followed by the North American launch on October 15th, 1992, known as the Sega CD. It wasn't until April 2nd, 1993 that the Sega Mega CD hit the shores of the UK. The early to mid-90s is a well-documented era of technological change. Floppy disks had replaced cassette tapes, cartridges had for the most part replaced floppy disks, and by all reasoning, it was clear that a transition to CD-based technology was going to happen. This culminated in the Sega Saturn vs Sony PlayStation wars of the 90s in the 32-bit era. There was, however, the awkward transition period to get us there. Sega's gambit was to release a set of holding hardware, a much sidelined 32X, but also the Sega Mega CD hardware as a bolt-on to the existing Sega Mega Drive and Genesis hardware. Priced at a significant £270 here in the UK at launch, and $299 in North America, it was clear that Sega needed to devise a decent promotional strategy to get the word out to gamers. The UK had some very specific challenges in terms of day one games library, the fact that the system was so expensive, and that the Sega Saturn would land in the not so distant future. This brings us onto the tape. Now I have various promotional VHS tapes from magazine covers of the day. The black label Mega CD VHS though, this was somewhat of an enigma here in the UK. You couldn't buy it, and you couldn't find it as a giveaway along with your gaming magazines of the day. Having said that, the content of this VHS is replicated on a promotional VHS given away by Mean Machines magazine, also distributed to promote the console's launch. It's one of those items that's been much debated over the years as to where and how you get hold of the original black edition though, the standalone edition directly from Sega. There was a school of thought that the black edition you see here was no more than a transfer from the Mean Machines edition as a bootleg and used as a fake collector's piece. You rarely see them up for sale, and when you do, they are regarded with suspicion as to their authenticity. The outer box is reasonably bare, and the Sega and Mega CD logos are missing their registered trademarks. The cassette itself is simply printed with the text Sega Mega CD. Overall, there's just no knowing of what to expect on the tape. The only real point of interest is the subtitle, Games Without Frontiers. So, where do these tapes come from? Are they genuine? And stop messing us around, insert disc, can we have a look at it? To dispel the myths around these tapes, I can confirm that they are 100% genuine. With a runtime of just over 8 minutes, they were used to promote the upcoming launch of the console's UK release. How to get hold of one? Well, these days it's a case of private collectors or lucky finds on the online auctions. Back in the day though, there was a very different route. I picked 2 of these tapes up at a pre-console launch event here in the UK. There were an unknown amount issued to official Sega distributors, the idea being very much something to show on TVs at trade shows and as a fun giveaway to those stocking the hardware and software. For all my research, I've not been able to get hold of an actual distribution number of the tapes. It's perhaps safe to say though that judging by how often they come up on the online auctions, they are a reasonably limited item. Having said that, there could be a wholesaler sat out there with 10,000 copies, so we just don't know. So what's on the VHS? Well, weird claymation, a zoned out new romantic, a caged bird, and a woman who embodies the Sega Mega CD itself. So yeah, typical 90s Sega marketing for you. There's also sneak previews of Batman Returns, Sewer Shark, Cobra Command, and of course the infamous Night Trap. But the star of the show has to be Make My Video with Chris Cross.
Welcome to Make My Video.
What up? This is Boy Packer, and welcome to Make My Video. The hotline is smoking, so let's get right to our...
For younger viewers of the channel, it's worth asking your parents how high they're going to make you jump jump. Overall, it's a fairly decent launch promo by any standards. It links the lineage back to the strengths of the Mega Drive and Genesis, whilst also showing off something a bit different in the way of FMV on the Sega console. Batman Returns looks particularly impressive, as does Cobra Command, although the Sewer Shark segments already have you questioning if the video compression combined with the Mega Drive's colour palette was already a hindrance to this next-gen console. I personally couldn't afford a Mega CD at launch. In fact, I only knew one person that actually owned one back in 1993. Not long after though, prices tumbled and I pounced to get a mint-boxed version into my collection. It wasn't long before I then branched out to the Japanese and North American hardware to get hold of Japanese exclusives and uncensored versions of games. It's fair to say that the Mega CD was not a success here in the UK. However, that's not to say it was a bad console. The FMV was always a bit of a letdown, but there were certainly classics such as Final Fight CD that delivered truly exciting experiences. More on the console itself another time, but for now I'll leave you with a look at the original Black Label Sega Mega CD Promotional Trade VHS. Enjoy and happy collecting!
And when you're not ready for Mega CD playability, chill out your own music.